wasn't a thing when they recorded it. Dubstep ended, like, we have friends that listen to dubstep. I don't like dubstep too much, but dubstep definitely died in 2014.
Probably.
Or 2015, just a while ago. So
I
that
think
joke,
I
that was definitely a hit. That was a missed joke. That's not a good joke.
That's the danger of making pop culture references in your movie.
Oh yeah, you can't. There, you have to be really careful. Like, Adventure Time, you can reference. There's in Deadpool 1. There's an Adventure Time reference, and that yeah. But it probably.
I remember.
Adventure Time probably will not go old because there are so many clips of that which are hilarious. Like the best one is the Making Eggs one.
Mm-hmm.
And that show is so funny compared to other things that I don't think that reference is tied. But if you reference Green Lantern in a Deadpool movie, eventually no one's going to remember that. And everyone's going to be like, what is this? Why? Why is this a thing?
And then there are movies that like make like classic references, like referencing stuff from earlier.
Older stuff, like referencing
80s,
Queen.
mainly like 80s references.
Referencing Queen, Prince, Michael Jackson, people like that. But the thing is, those people will eventually also go into action.
Yeah.
Which is a sad thought. Could you imagine when Michael Jackson isn't famous anymore? When The Rock isn't famous anymore?
I mean, here's the thing. I've always thought like, I've thought about this before, like how like, current like movie stars, pop stars, they're all gonna die out.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, it's been pointed out to me, a lot of Hollywood is based off of looks, not acting skills. Like, Andrew Garfield's a good actor who also looks good, so, like, there's that. But then there's also, like, Jennifer Lawrence, who's an okay actor, but people think she looks really nice, so she keeps getting cast.
And then there are people like, Taylor,
Lautner.
Yeah, Taylor Lautner.
Or awful actors, but they look really nice, so people are like, well, I guess we kind of have to cast them. And I really don't like that, because a lot of Hollywood is made up of middle-aged white people. I mean, no offense if you're white, but that's true.
Yeah.
And that's the sad truth of, not consumerism, but our world is that it's made up of white people. Because you're not white. I guess it does suck if you are white, though, because then you get dirty looks from us.
True.
But I mean, like, that's the price you pay. I'm not anti-white people. I don't think white people should
a lot of white people.
die. Yeah, we know a lot of white people. Like,
Hello, Max.
he'll probably be fine with us mentioning. If you don't know Max, Max is the best. Max is pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
When was the last time you saw him?
It was the Thursday before he left. So, not the most week, Thursday, but the week before.
Oh, before his party?
No, the Thursday after his party.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do? Speaking of that, what's your best story you have with him?
With Max?
Yeah, because you've known him for a while, and by that
I actually haven't known him that long. Like
yeah, like a year and a half.
In 6th grade, I actually didn't really know him that well. We really never spoke. It wasn't until 7th grade that we actually became friends.
Just because of how quickly you guys became best friends.
Yeah.
Because I've kind of technically known him as long as you have.
Yeah.
So what's the best story you have with him then?
Probably, well, this isn't really the best story I have with him, but last year in Spanish, so he didn't come with me here, and he came here like around a month after, I think.
Like Landon.
Kind of, yeah. So he came in around a month later, and so he came in, and it was pretty cool. Like he came here to the art class group, and so in Spanish, you can imagine how his pronunciation is, and it wasn't very good. So we would all kind of like laugh whenever he spoke Spanish, and not like laugh at him, just like it was amusing hearing him try to speak Spanish. Another time, this isn't with Max, this is with another one of my friends, Ben. You know him.
Oh yeah, more love.
Yeah. So one time, this was like right after we went to go see the Black Panther movie. So we went to go see Black Panther, and then we came back to school, we ate lunch, and we ate lunch in the classroom, right? So we all had lunch. And do you know how with some water bottles, you can get them, and then like give a little squeeze, and you'll miss the person?
Yeah, it'll squirt out.
Miss.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah. So we in our friend group we would often do that to each other, just like mess with them. And then so I grabbed Ben's water bottle, which is those Gatorade water bottles, the green ones with orange tops.
Mhm.
So it was one of those. So I grabbed the water bottle and I emptied it in his face, and then I squeezed, expecting him to get missed it. But when I squeezed, a whole stream of water came out and just splashed him in the face. And that's one of my fondest memories in 6th grade. Just swinging Ben in the face, and then the aftermath, him just being shocked, me being shocked, and then a couple other kids, and the other kids in the class just seeing that. Mr. Lee wasn't in the room at that when that happened, so yeah.
Alright, so I found more questions that I have. I'll
Okay.
ask the second round. What is your favorite spot to eat lunch? Like, if you could choose anywhere in the world to eat lunch, where would you eat lunch?
Here's the thing, I'm not really decisive.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
actually
true.
horribly indecisive. Whenever we go out to eat, I'm always the last one to order food. Everyone orders their food, and I'm like, I'll tell you when you get back.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
What? Yes.
So, I guess if one is too many, is 3 a good amount of places you can choose to eat?
Just like a couple. With Mexican food, which
Not
is
too much already.
my culture, with Mexican food, I don't really have any specific place with Mexican food. I'm fine with going any places. Well, not any, but like most places are pretty good. Cause like, I don't really have any specific place that has anything specific. So here's a good thing.
So you're
Like,
okay with just eating Mexican, like, takeout and eating it?
Yeah. Here's that made me think. Like when picking my favorite spot, like I'm just gonna something that's original, like something that has a unique dish that I can't get anywhere else. I don't know.
Like how you can get horchata everywhere.
Yeah.
But those things are the best, also.
Sure, I do like horchata.
Who doesn't like those?
Most people don't know. Basically, it's rice water or something like rice milk. There's not like actual rice in it. It's just like blended.
I don't really know how they make it, but I don't want to know because it's so good. It's just
Yeah.
one of those things, like, ignorance is bliss, but I'll take it this time.
Sure.
It's a great thing.
That's kind of a thing with hot dogs. Well, I mean, not really.
Oh, I'm not a hot dog person.
I'm okay with hot dogs.
School has ruined hot dogs for me. I can't eat hot dogs just because of how gross the school ones are.
The school one, yeah, they're not the best, but
That's an
basically my whole
understatement
life
here.
I've gotten school lunch, so I've just
Yeah.
grown with them. So now I can eat them.
Oh, I can't. I've always skipped them because I've always hated them. They've always been just the worst.
They're not one of the worst things the school gives us.
Well, they're not one of the worst. What's something worse the school gives, in your opinion?
Well, this week especially,
Some of the lunches
just
were
been-
really bad.
The school has just been giving us like expired frozen milk
Forget about trying.
and
Or close to expiring.
close to expiring.
Though the catfish was pretty good.
Catfish was
I
okay.
don't know if you tried it.
I didn't try it, but I have tried it before. It's okay. What's another bad thing? That school one has actually given us some really good food.
The pizza.
Pizza's bad.
Oh, I can't stand it.
It's just like they get like a bunch of cheese, glue it together,
Yeah, with bread.
and then just put it on top of a piece of bread and put ketchup on the cheese.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
And then kids are like, "Oh, I love pizza." I'm like, "Okay, I can't."
I don't really get.
Also,
pizza.
apparently the chicken nuggets are Tyson, but I don't believe that.
I don't.
Those chicken nuggets are too disgusting to be Tyson chicken nuggets.
And also another thing, they actually have given us some good food at some point. Like I remember every time they've given us good food, just because I'm always so shocked when it happens. So there's this thing they get. I always forget what it's called. It's called pinwheel. Yeah, it's a pinwheel. It's called a pinwheel. So it's like there are two different kinds. There's one with meat and there's one that's like veggie.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
they're
the
like
cheese ones.
They're like are they triangles?
Kind of. They're like pinwheels. They're in the shape of pinwheels.
Yeah, they're really good. Well,
Yeah.
For school.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even without school, they're still pretty good.
That's kind of the way I think of it. Is it good as a school lunch or is it good as an actual lunch?
It's pretty good as an actual lunch, and it's really good considering it's a school lunch.
That's the worst thing about school lunch. I don't know, like, where does the budget? How much is their budget? Their budget must be like practically nothing if they buy the same thing.
It is free.
That is true, but what percent of the money you pay to school in fundraisers or at the beginning of the year gets given? Because when you think about it, I think it's $150 at the beginning of the year, something like that.
It's like actually 89.
It's that little. Okay, let's just assume. I'm gonna start. Let's just go to 79.
Okay.
Or 8. Let's go to 85. I'm gonna multiply 85. How many kids go to school? 85 times what? 1,200.
Wow.
That's it's 100,000. 100,000.
Okay.
102,000.
So CPS's school budget is 5.46 billion. So that's what it's called CPS.
I think the average for school is that CPS gives is something like 13,000, and that's not a lot of money. But CPS makes most of its money from fundraisers.
Sure.
Obviously. Yeah. CPS and the church sometimes have a lot in common. They just beg for money. And that's the sad truth of it. Is that these places don't have money because, I mean, the president and yes, the mayor to some extent. Hopefully, the new mayor, whichever one of them, will be better.
Oh, what do you think about that? That we're gonna have our first black woman mayor.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Personally,
And possibly our first face.
that's really one. I really hope. I'm a Lightfoot person. I don't know too much about politics, but
I am not too immersed in the mayoral race.
yeah, but still, I'm definitely a not Peckwickle.
Correct.
Preckwickle. I'm definitely a Lightfoot person. And
I haven't really looked into either of them.
don't get me wrong. If Preckwickle wins, I'm gonna be so happy. But if Lightfoot wins, I would just be probably a tad happier. Because, like, what percent, honestly, of the government is not straight? It's probably really low, considering
True.
the amount of homophobes there are. Alright, so I thought of something way less depressing.
Yeah.
Batman.
Batman.
Because I'm playing with my Batman Legos right now.
80th birthday.
DC, yes, 80th birthday. I think May 6th. Can you look that up when?
Isn't it today?
It's not today.
Something's today.
It's
With
Batman Day event. I think it's April 4th, maybe?
I know. Well, yeah. Today's not his birthday, but today's something related to Batman. The 80th of something.
Well, it might be the 80th of his creation. His creation was.
Yeah, I think it's his 80th.
Is it really Batman Day?
Let me check.
Wow, that would be crazy.
What's today? March 30th?
Yeah.
Batman. Let's see. It says it's Batman. Batman celebrates his 80th birthday. I don't think it's not his
Batman
I think
Day.
it's his creation.
Oh, Batman Day is September 15th.
Okay. One of the most beloved superheroes is celebrating a big birthday.
Oh, May.
Dark Knight turns 80 years old on Saturday, which is today.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Having first appeared as wealthy playboy turned crime fighter Bruce Wayne in Detective Comics number 27 on March 30th, 1939.
Wow, that's awesome. Happy Batman Day. Wow, I think Batman's a foot up from Spider-Man, in my opinion. Like, I love Spider-Man more than I love so many things. Like, my 3 favorite fictional characters in no particular order are Batman, Spider-Man, and Connor from Detroit. Just because they're all such vivid, rich characters. But I think I only give Batman the foot up because he's my OG. I only learned about Connor like last year, and I learned about Spider-Man maybe 4, and then I've learned about Batman since I was a child, since I was a baby.
Yeah.
So like I keep Batman
Dear to you.
stuff in my room. Can you look up Lego Batman 2019 set pictures? I want to talk about them.
Okay.
If you don't know what they are, look them up right now on your phone. Hopefully you can do those at once. Or whatever you're on. Look it up. It's because some of the pictures are really nice. They have 6 sets. Just watched a video on it. They're leaks, but the leaks are usually pretty credible when they look this good. Like, the Spider-Man sets got leaked, and that was really exciting. Because the Spider-Man sets are phenomenal. They have like a Miles Morales. They have a 2099. There's a Spider-Gwen. Ghost Spider.
Sorry to all those of you who are not nerds as us.
Yeah, this is a. Yeah, I need you to look at them because I remember. That's not one of them. Oh, I'm gonna have to look up leaks. Okay, so I guess we can go back to talk about. We'll just talk about the Spider-Man sets. Have you seen any of the Spider-Man sets that just came out?
I don't think I have.
Okay, so some of them are really good. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Did you just smell my Batmobile?
I want to see how vintage it is.
It's not that old. It's maybe 8 years old. Not that old. I guess if we're going to talk about Batman, who's your favorite Batman character in general?
Joker's an interesting character. I like how they portrayed him in Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, he's amazing in Dark Knight.
I know he's not considered the best Joker. The best Joker's the animated one.
Yeah, but movie Joker, he's the best. By far.
I actually like him better than the animated one.
I haven't watched
I don't know.
the animated.
That's probably just because I'm biased, but I like him more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's the obvious amount of bias. Why do you keep your Wi-Fi off? Okay, I turned it back on. I found the picture of the leaks. Okay. You're there. You can look at the pictures right now. They're 80th anniversary sets, and they're really great. So one of them is the 1989 Batmobile. You can see, you probably just saw it. It's a long Batmobile for $30, and it's really nice looking. And this excites me because Batman sets are usually like decent at best. Like sometimes they're the best wave was definitely 2012 with the Lego Batman 2 video game, not the movie, but the Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. That's what it's called for the Wii and a few other things. I played it on the Wii. It's a great game.
I played Lego Batman on the Wii as well.
I have.
I think I played
all three of them.
I played two.
I have all three of them, which is great.
I played all three of them.
Which is your favorite one?
Well, 3 is okay. 3's like it's much more expansive than the other two.
Yeah, definitely.
1's kind of iffy, but that's probably just because it was made a while ago.
Yeah, 1's definitely the oldest one.
I played 2 the most. I don't have 3. I have 1 and 2. I don't have 3. I've played it on my cousin's on his Xbox, but I have 1 and 2 on the Wii, and I have a lot of good memories with 2. I have a lot of good memories with Lego games.
Yeah, Lego games.
I have a couple. I have
Special place.
On my Wii. I have Pirates of the Caribbean and the Batmans, and then I have Lego Indiana Jones on my PSP.
Never played that. Actually.
It's okay. It has all. It has the first 4 movies actually.
I think the best Lego games are the ones with the voice acting because I think the comedy has gotten better.
Oh, I also have Lord of the Rings on my Wii.
That one's supposed to be really good.
It has no voice. Wait, does it have? It does have voice acting.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It's always a little strange when they're just like.
It's like Charlie Brown was a Lego game. Well, I guess since we're talking about video games, what's just your favorite by far video game?
Ooh. Again, very indecisive.
I can or just go for top 3. I can tell you mine.
I have recently just finished Red Dead Redemption 2.
Completely.
Well, yeah, finished the whole story.
It's good.
It's a good story. It's a really nice story. Unfortunately, I watched the playthrough of it previously to playing it, so I didn't feel all the emotions.
Yeah, that's how I was with Spider-Man PS4. I saw a playthrough of it because I didn't expect to get it, and I got it, and I
began watching Jacksepticeye's playthrough before I got it because I didn't expect to get it.
Red Dead or?
Of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But luckily, I didn't finish watching it, so I stopped before, and so then I played through the whole Spider-Man, and then I finished Jack's playthrough.
Yeah. For me, I had seen most of it spoiled, but I have all the DLC, and I think I'm gonna let you play it after.
Cool.
I specifically tried not to get Silver Lining. Have you seen Silver Lining yet?
I have not seen anything related to DLC.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
I've seen a little bit for the first DLC.
Honestly, you should definitely get it. The suits are great. For one, you've definitely seen the suits at least.
I've seen some of the suits.
The suits for the first one.
Do the suits have superpowers?
No.
Oh.
But
they're all cosmetic.
Yeah. Do you have the 3 free suits that you get?
Which one?
The Raimi, the Future
Yes.
Foundation, and the Bagman?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what's your favorite suit in the whole game?
In the whole game?
Yeah, excluding DLC, unless you want to count those.
Well, I don't really know my DLC.
Yeah, that's
my favorite suit in the whole game.
excluding the advanced suit, because that one's also one of the best ones.
It's one of the best ones.
Which is so weird.
What?
It's a custom suit, and most of their custom suits suck. Like, Velocity suit personally is not my suit. I don't like it very much, but it definitely does look good if you don't look at the eyes. But the advanced suit is incredible.
I just played Spider-Man this morning, and I was looking at the suits.
Do you want to pull up a picture of them? I can also name them off the top of my head.
I remember most of them. Undie suit is my favorite, but I do like the undie suit.
Really?
I mean, it's comical.
Ironically,
Yeah, ironically, in a way. It's comical to just like swing around.
it's in your underwear.
Yeah, basically.
Do you have the ESU suit?
I don't have it.
Okay, that is a gruesome suit to
Yeah,
get.
I know. See, I was thinking about trying. Before I knew that the reward for getting all the secret photos was the ESU, I was gonna do that. I was gonna extensively look through for all the secret photos. But then Vincent told me that I just finished all the secret photo ops, and all I got was this
It's not
lame
worth
ESU
it.
suit. Yeah.
Well, I'm a completionist. The only thing I
Yeah.
haven't completed in that game is the benchmarks, because those are so hard.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you play like me in Silver Lining. The
You
one.
have all the suits?
Yeah, I've every one of them.
Wow.
Just because I kind of one day I just
For
kind of,
trophies, I'm at like 97%.
yeah, I'm at 9. That's because I just haven't finished the benchmarks. I've even finished. I've 100%ed all 4 parts of the game except for benchmarks, which means I got 100%. I got the undie suit. I got the ESU suit, which is just T-shirt Spider-Man.
I know.
I got the and I've gotten all 3 of the special suits. Johnny, shut up. He's playing piano in the other room. And I have all of the suits from the DLC, which are the 3 special suits are. In the first one, if you 100% complete the DLC, you get the for the heist. I won't spoil the plot, but you get the Scarlet Spider 2 suit, which is it's growing on me. You know the one that's red and black.
I do.
That one's definitely good. And then for
I do like the Scarlet Spider one. The Scarlet Spider in the
2 or 1
main story.
original one.
The one they gave us in the main story.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
I like it.
And then for what's it called? Turf Wars, you get for 100%ing, you get the Mangaverse suit, which I liked and I still like, but it's definitely losing interest on me. It's the one with the weird art style. You've probably seen it. It's debatable. A lot of people don't like it, but I personally think it's a little okay. But then the 3rd DLC has one of the best suits in the game. It has the Into the Spider-Verse suit. And personally, I'm really disappointed that you didn't give us the... No, here's 2 things. I think they should have given us the sweatpants suit with him being fat. That would have been awesome. It would have been weird, but it would have been so much funnier if you got the sweatpants suit. Because I think everyone would like that. I also think that could have been their spot to put a Miles suit in. Because there's no Miles.
Well,
and I get why they're not doing... They're saving him for the sequel. But also, they're like, people won't understand...
you don't get to play as Miles.
Yeah, but people won't understand if we have these suits that are not Peter. But not all of the suits in the game are Peter. Mangaverse Spider-Man is technically not Peter. And Spider-Man 2099 isn't Peter, so I don't really get it.
Well, I mean, because, like, they have the same form as Peter.
I guess, except not really, because...
Not really.
Because
True.
Spider-Man UK is Captain Britain? I think that's what he's called. No, just Spider UK. He's buff as hell, but in the game he's really scrawny, which is pathetically stupid. Like, he almost looks scrawnier. I'll let you play around with the skins later. And it's really sad because in the comics, imagine Spider-Man as the Hulk, or Hulk as the Spider-Man, and that's what he looks like. And in the game, he looks like he has anorexia and hasn't eaten in 6 days. It's really pathetic. But then also some of the other suits are just so good. In main story, the 2099 suit original is decent, but 2099 2 is really good.
It's a nice looking suit.
The white one?
I have it.
Yeah, I have all. The vintage suit is very nice. Just because cell shading a suit in that kind of game is really impressive. Though the people who say things like, I don't know why they didn't make the whole game cell shaded. Have you tried completely changing the way a project looks all the way at the end? It's so hard. Like, changing the slide background to one slide background on Google Slides can be strenuous. How do you think they're going to change a whole game? But
I mean, it would be cool, but like
but they couldn't do it.
Like,
Also,
I'm not gonna get mad at them.
something they could have done though, and this would have been okay, is if in Spider-Man Noir, if you went into it, there's a toggleable thing where you can make the whole world black and white.
Yeah, I know.
But Again,
True.
I feel like that's too much to ask for because you have a suit power that does that. And also, why would you want that? That's kind of lame because if you said that, people would be like, this is the worst. Though, that is one suit I have a problem with. I feel like that suit looks kind of lame normally, and I think it could look a lot better in conventional use if it had the trench coat and the hat. Like, it having a gun on the side is questionable, but having a trench coat and hat that flat, that would be cool.
Then, I feel like they wanted to make it a little bit different than. I mean, I know they came out with previously before, but I feel like they wanted to make it a little bit different than the Spider-Verse noir.
Or in the comics.
Yeah.
Because the one they went with is the most basic version. He has the goggles, which I do like his goggles, and he has a bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
Which, that's probably if I was to think of one Spider-Man that is the least like Spider-Man, it's probably that one. Well, there's a few others, but Spider-Man Noir doesn't feel like Spider-Man at first until you think about it, and then you're like, yeah, he's definitely Spider-Man. He carries a gun. Like, that's like Thomas Wayne Batman, which is really weird. Have you seen the Flashpoint movie? Oh, it's really good. The animated one.
No.
Justice League Flashpoint Paradox, that's what it's called. It's very good. Speaking of Justice League, have you seen the actual Justice League movie?
I have not.
What movies did you see in the past 2 years?
DC related?
In general.
What movies have I seen?
Yeah.
Like any movies?
Yep, at all.
Oh, okay. Well, I've seen Spider-Verse. I've seen. My dad's recently been showing me like a lot of classic, like must-see movies.
Like Naked Gun?
I've seen it. Yeah.
You have
But
seen.
I mean, I've seen that a while. I saw that a while ago.
That was a good movie.
I like it.
Ironically
it's really
good.
competent. And like it's like similar to like Austin Powers, if you've seen it.
I haven't, but my mom says I would really like it.
Yeah.
The movie I haven't seen, you're gonna be mad at me for not saying, is I haven't seen The Princess Bride. And everyone says this is your kind of movie. You would love this movie, and I'm like, I agree with you. I just haven't seen it yet. Have you seen Watchmen the movie?
I've not seen the movie.
But you've read it.
Yeah, I could see it. Like, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's really if you're okay with our movies, it's really good.
Yeah.
For Zack Snyder.
Is it actually good? Is it actually good?
As far as I remember, it is good. Some of the moments are really good, but I haven't seen it in years. But I've watched it maybe 2 or 3 times, and I've loved it every time. And I'm trying to finish reading Watchmen before I rewatch the movie.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spoil the plot points for myself. But have you thought about the fact that all of the characters from the Watchmen series, I think, got ported to DC?
In a way, yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like, Rorschach's probably my favorite one. Just because I love the gritty, hard detective. He's like, Rorschach's Journal, October 13th, 1962, or whatever the date is.
Like, he's like,
He's grisly.
It's like a mix of, like, Spider-Man, Noir, Batman, and Punisher.
Yeah. I'm pretty
like, he's, like, unlike Spider-Man and Batman, like, he's the killer.
Yeah, that's the point of these books.
Why it makes him a Punisher.
You've definitely heard the fact that these books are satire, and they are mixed. Like, Dr. Manhattan is I think it's the... Owlman's the crazier part of Batman.
Yeah.
Mixed with the Bruce Wayne, I think. And then, Rorschach is what's left.
Yeah.
If Batman was a killer, he'd probably be Rorschach. The fact that, that scene, I'm not far... You know that scene where Rorschach breaks into the guy's house... Oh, spoiler alert. But you're probably never going to read Watchmen if you're listening to this anyway. If you haven't, you should. But I can see why not. It's
good comic.
It's definitely
It's one of the most. It is the most extensive graphic novel I've read.
It's one of the darker graphic novels and it's one of those like viewer discretion or reader discretion is advised because there's a lot of topics they talk about and those are kind of heavy-handed. Like they talk about child pornography and stuff and like that's a real issue still. Yeah, it's just...
True.
It's one of those things, like, you don't want to think it's true, but it is true, and that breaks you every time you think about it. I don't like that, but I like it.
It's a good...
But there's a scene where he breaks into the guy's house. He crashes through the wall, and he's like, "What's up?" But he goes to beat him up, and he's like, "The comedian came to visit you. What happened?" And he's like, "I don't really know. He just broke into my house. You need to help me. This is for my kids, sir." And then you're like, "Oh, okay. He's not that bad of a guy." And then Rorschach's like, "You better be telling the truth." And then just like punches him. Speaking of which, you haven't seen Daredevil, right?
I have not.
Okay. And I bet most of the audience hasn't. If you haven't seen Daredevil, go watch Daredevil. I don't care if you hate Marvel. Go watch Daredevil. It is that good of a show. think it has a 92 on Rotten Tomatoes. The first season I think had a 99 or something, 95. And the second season had like an 86. And then the third season had another 99, I think. It balances to like a 92. Let's see, what time is it? Okay, we're gonna go take a break, and when we come back, we'll have come back.
Yes.
You still recording?